man hit me. He's so dumb.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here, right? The king says to keep up the good work, and said to give you this.
It can be found at Mick and Ralph's. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and...
What do we have here? Anything's... You know what? I like you. Half the people around here, they forget who runs this place. Head on through. The king's the bored-looking guy by the stage. Can't fucking miss him.
Look, Rexy, someone new's come to see us. Poor boy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. I'm the king. What can I do for you? Maybe so. Maybe so. You do me a favor. I'll start you off with something easy. Did you notice the bodyguards for hire near the... It's good money if you can stay alive long enough. Freeside's not as safe as it used to be, so the money is well earned. Usually well earned, that is. Recently, my man tell me that one of those bodyguards, a fella named Oris, is making a little too much money. He's making a killing in repeat business. Once someone hires him, they never want anyone else. I want you to find out why. Specifically, I want you to hire him. Play the part of an innocent tourist and follow his lead. If nothing happens, so be it. But I'm guessing things won't go so smoothly. Okay then. Once you part ways, return here. I'll look forward to hearing your report.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Need to cross, please. 200 cap. Done and done. I want to mention a few things up front. We'll be heading down the main street. I'll keep a brisk pace.
Hey, you're the one who's been going...
To your left here is the old Mormon fort. You get roughed up, the followers there will patch you right up. Not that I ever need their services. Up ahead on the next block is where the king's
It can be
hanging.
bought. It can be
Let them
found
scare
at
you.
Mick and Ralph's.
They don't outnumber you 5 to 1. Be fucked. Down to the right here is the fun part of town. You haven't seen Freeside till you've been to the Wrangler. What's up? Hey, slow down. I don't like the look of some of those men ahead. Let's take a different way around. could ambush us, huh? Nothing to worry about. If you had hired one of those other hacks, you'd be up to your ass in lowlife right about now. Call it a hunch. You do this... You're imagining things. Look... Don't distract me. I need to focus all my senses on keeping you safe. Well, here we are. No worse for wear.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice for... The name's... Well, I suppose you could... Yep. Exactly one of the reasons I... My father... No one get... Wasn't long. After... Well, being a suave young guy, I never touched a woman, but the jealous prick did... Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. Yeah, but what can you... From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So... When I... Body... After... I'm retired. Ah, I get you. So you... I got out of that work because... I never put much thought into the well-being my clients got out of my services. I suppose they only get as much as I put into it. Tell Garrett I'd be happy to start at the Wrangler immediately. This should be a nice change of... Those bots are programmed...
Hey.
Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping...
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at...
Hey there.
What do you have for me? So that's how it happens. Okay then, I'll have some guys pull him off the street when no one's looking. You've shown me something, so maybe you can help me with a matter that's a little more important. A lot of folks around these parts who've been here a while resent the sheer... In turn, the newcomers, most of whom come from the NCR, have gotten ornery from being resented. Sometimes things get... This is one of those occasions. Recently, word's come that they just woke up over at the old Mormon fort just north of here. Good.
Personal space meaning anything to you, guy?
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
What is it? Can't... Oh. Well, Wayne, it's okay. The king sent him.
That true? Did the I don't really know what else Sorry I could... Hey, wait. I just remembered. We had just about had it when one of them said, "Hey, Lou, we gotta go." Now that I think of it, he said Lou something.
He probably said Lieutenant Wayne. The boy means well, but he's dumb as a mutant sometimes.
Hey.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell to...
Have you found anything out? Bunch of soldier boys, huh? They usually don't... If they're coming over here now, it's gotta be for a reason. I didn't want to believe the rumors that they're looking to take over Vegas, but now, if something big is going down, I'm sure you might also mosey on over to the... Just don't...
Hey, man, what are you up to? Bye.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Welcome. Only a little. A friend of mine, Major Elizabeth Kieran, has been handing out supplies to the poor a little west of here. I know something's got them riled up. If you're looking into the matter, talk to Elizabeth. If Elizabeth holds out on you, tell her that I sent you. She should be a little more... Was there any...
Hold up. What's the password? If you're here to see the Major, then I suppose...
Here you go. I hope this helps. Welcome. No, I'm afraid we don't. That's not really a pleasant time. You know Julie? Not everyone in the NCR sees eye to eye. If you really want to know, we sent... In a manner of speaking. I managed to get clearance to carry out the mission. Now, there's not enough supplies to go around, even if I wanted to serve the rest of... That's all in the past now.
Well, hey there. That's bullshit. So good.
You find out something about them handing out supplies? Like food? Ah, that would explain the goons. They're here to keep people like my friend. Wait a minute. They said what? Huh, that would explain why they're all riled at us. Seems like we have a big misunderstanding. What the hell?
King, we've got problems.
Lay it on me. What's going on?
There's a shootout going down near the train station. It's Pacer and some strangers. Might be NCR.
What is that fool doing? I need...
Hey there. You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the Silver Rush and we'll give you the meat. You there, keep your hands where we can see him. Draw a weapon and we will fire.
This isn't really a good time. Like he helped the envoy then he should watch his back. We know for... Still, if the king's willing to deal with us, perhaps we can work something out.
The king just sent a messenger over, saying these guys are up. Looks like you get to be a hero.
You want someone dead? Really dead? Stop by the silver.
What's up?
I heard all about what happened. You've helped us plenty, so I'll tell you what. Just this once, name whatever you want. And if I can... Don't rush it, though. Toss it around in your head a little. You only get one favor from the king.
Hey, buddy, spare. The first thing you should know is that their leader, who... that's 2 tips, but... he might not look it, but Ralph, or Mick and Ralph's... I got more... Have you tried going to the Strip only to be stopped by those big... But if you know the right people, you can get through the gate without being a... What do you... I heard something about a town south of here being attacked, but which means either the attack wasn't too bad. What do you... In the area between the north and east gates is the old Mormon fort, where the followers of the apocalypse have set themselves up. The followers aren't a bad bunch. I got more... There's a rumor that a huge army is... Who and... What do you... Traders have been griping for a while now about I-15 being too dangerous to travel. I'd steer clear of it unless you're armed. What? The chairman run a What do you... People in Freeside generally fall in... When people from the NC... The locals blame the squatters for... What do you...
How are you today? Santiago. Yes, indeed. Perhaps you could use Santiago's discount. Santiago... Sir, Santiago... I didn't think she was upset enough to have me killed. I do the Santiago Act to get out of paying for services every once in...
Hey, you're the one who's been... Hey, man. Can you spare a... Whoa. Yeah. I guess the Garrett's... Okay. Here. That's everything I've got except the clothes on my... Anything. Take it. Just don't...
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and
Hello. I haven't... Hello. In that case, I suppose you're here to collect. I apologize. If someone were to recover my car... Oh, you charming, wonderful hunk of a man. Here is what I owe, paid in full. I may scrape a bit to get home to Cal. Here is the last known location of my caravan, if you feel like looking for it. Until we meet again, handsome.
Watch yourself, profligate. Hey, you're the one who's been going around helping people around here.
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. What are you doing?
Wanna get lucky? Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
I hear you've been helping. I don't care how you handled those lumps of human refuse, but you got the job done. That son of a bitch McCaffrey stole a ton of caps and ran off to Vegas. I guess the fact no one steals from the Garrett twins. If you can kill that bastard and bring... See the king. I'm sure he... Good.
Hello. Hey, chum. Welcome back. Hey, once our stills are upgraded, we'll never be short on liquor for our patrons. If Jacob Hoff is sober, we might even have a few new drinks on tap. Most might view us as drug-dealing enablers around here. But honestly, we care about it. We've got enough crime in Freeside without a bunch of strung-out junkies robbing traders and gamblers to afford the... House may have boxed us out of the strip. I think now that the And who would that... I've heard some stories of that old guy. I'm amazed he's still alive. If the stories are true, he'll... A she, huh? Well, I guess the customer who made that request can't get everything he wants. Hell, who knows?
Hello there.
Hello again.
Howdy. Good to see you're still around.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Just gotta find me some sweet jet.
Fiends don't come here no more.
Can I help you with something, stranger?
We've been here for a few years. Life's harsh, but still. Keep your nose to the ground, stranger, that's what. If you got a mind to loot the old H&H Tools factory, don't even bother. Every salvager who tries gets blown up, flattened, or gutted by traps. Then he starts to stink up the town. Name's folks that don't... NCR. Did you just crawl out from under a rock? NCR's order? Jules, myself? You want to help us out? That's the kind of stuff I like to hear, stranger. All right, we could use someone like you. Some squatters decided to take space where they don't belong, over by the playground. We'd prefer... Maybe you could go and talk.
They say. Because that's the law of the land. You never know when someone's going to stab you in the back. And I like mine upright. Maybe one day, stranger, when you've seen all I've seen, done all I've done, you'll sooner trust a rad scorpion than a new face in the wasteland. Fiends don't come here no more, they say.
What do you want? Hey, don't worry. I was just kidding. We're going, right?
Hello.
Gonna eat the next fucking rat I see.
Have you taken care of those squatters? That's good to hear. Can't ever be too careful with strangers around here. Good work with those newcomers. I think you can handle. There's a handful of greasers down in the sewers causing trouble. They ain't packing. Glad to hear.
I heard all over. NCR should head back to the...
NCR came all the way to save us, huh? Guess they missed the shitholes.
Watch out where you exit. Sewers can lead into fiend territory.
It brings all the idiots, assholes, and topsiders down here.
What the hell are you looking at? Oh. You bet.
NCR should head back to their lands. I'm sure their people miss them.
Heard all over.
Gonna eat the next fucking rat I see.
We're watching you.
I'd remember if I had seen you here. The clamor of our bloodthirsty crowds reaches every corner. This is the Thorn. Here's where you can bet on the contenders. Be warned. The Thorn... The rules are simple. My creatures fight for our pleasure. You can bet on a contender and earn double if you choose the victor. But you can get a bigger share if you risk your skin in the thorn. I won't tolerate anyone that interferes with the fights. Offend me, and your blood will be the next. A rare fight. Deathclaw against fire geckos. You got it.
Stranger.
It's time for blood, not talk. Find me after the fight. It's time for blood, not talk. Find me after the fight. Well done, stranger. Here's your share.
We don't need the NCR.
That sweetie sure is something. I'm glad mean son of a bitch is on our side.
Fiends don't come here no more, they say.
Howdy. Name's Bob, but folks around here call me Klamath Bob. What can I do you? Yeah, good old Klamath. Not a bad... It's a pretty dull place, but I hear there was a bit of excitement when this tribal from Arroyo came to town years back. I run the liquor store, and after I close up shop, I walk around. Well, things aren't great here. The score... Probably the best thing we've got going on is the co-op, run by Mr. Etienne. Get some help from the followers. Not so much lately. The NCR is giving them hell anytime they poke their damn heads out. Bless those boys and gals for... I feel pity for any man or woman that gets addicted to chems, but when they prey on decent folk... Not much to tell. Typical... They think they're tough, but anytime they... Food from the people and for the people. Anyone can buy, but the profits are shared by the folks who make the produce. Locals got these little gardens that do real well. Gosh darn well, truth be told. Anyway, we don't gotta rely on... Oh, yeah, that's mean son of a bitch. I know the name sounds bad, but he likes it. Far as I can tell, he's one of them original super mutants. What came from the boneyard. Wandered about after that master fellow died. Eventually got caught somewhere around the hub back in NCR. Boy, they sure treated him mean down there. Cut him up so bad. I tried to buy him just so they'd stop hurting him. Turns out some of them night kids, whatever you call those sneaky super mutant types, I guess somebody named Tabitha led the bunch that freed him. Don't know. He just showed up here one day. Couldn't really talk, but ever since then he's just been, well, hanging around, I guess. Does odd jobs for folks and smashes the bad guys when they come poking around. Some folks steer clear of him.
Saw a monster rip a man in half at the Thorn.
Hi. Masha Fabish.
Welcome to Casa Madrid. Cheapest, cleanest whores in all New Vegas. If you... Yep, for years now. Guess I should be calling it Casa Marco or something. But I haven't... Folks who can't pay their way onto the strip need a place to stay too.
Welcome to the Casa Madrid. If you got an itch needs scratching, you came to the right place. 3 flavors to choose from: Sweetie, Maud, and Jimmy. Sweetie. Maud is what you might call the discount rack. She's what a customer wears if he doesn't have the caps to afford. Jimmy's more of a spec. I look after the only reasons anyone would want to spend any time here. I'm a pimp. All Marco does is collect rent and take a small cut of my action. He sure as hell does. Most of my body is scarred all over, like a ghoul. Nobody around who'd want to screw that. We don't talk.
Tom Anderson. I'm with the followers of the apocalypse, and I help the locals in West... The soil and the hot. We've even got our own food. The co-op is comprised of West Side locals and led by Clayton Antony. I don't go looking for fights with them, but they don't. The bottom line for NCR is productivity and growth. Politicians back in Shady Sands are completely...
Hey, mister, looking to relax? Baby, who I am doesn't matter. Half a year or so. I don't... She's an honest woman. Splits the earnings. Minds her own business, too. She knows what it's like for people... Glad you came back.
Hello, stranger. Those boys been living... Old but spry, honey. So long as my back may not be as fresh as Sweetie or Jimmy. But... That's right. She's a good earner. Of course, she don't care who she sleeps with. I suppose he's okay for one of those. I suppose...
Hey, baby, what say you and me? I bring in the customers, and she makes sure no one gets rough. I'm called Sweetie because I'm the sweetest piece you'll ever find anywhere outside of the Strip. I got my start at the Gomorrah. Good money, but I saw how those Omertas hook girls on free jet or MedX, then start charging. Slavery through a needle is what that is. I earn less out here, but I keep more. It's worth every cat bit.
I'm glad mean son of a bitch is on our side.
I got nothing you need. If it's ass you're looking for, talk to Pretty Sarah. Me and my partner St. James work south. Because it's his name. He may be high-strung, but he's all right. Hauls his half a scrap with...
Why are you talking to me, man? I'm trying to relax. I don't know a thing about no missing refugees from that area. Yeah, well, I must have heard rumors, and, fuck. We gotta go through this again? Me and Dermot were... What do you even mean? He's Dermot. Dermot knows how to work salvage better than any man I ever met. That's private. I don't go asking about how you like to get laid, and I don't want to know. We gotta go through this again?
I said fuck off.
Hi there. Welcome to the West Side Co-op. It might not look like much, but it's... We started it a few years ago. I admit we had a lot of trouble at first, but eventually we got some help from Tom. We're finally to the point where the co-op members can start making money from sales instead of just breaking even. Well, I've lived in Nevada all my life. Started out in New Reno, but headed down here as soon as I got the... If you can believe it, things are even worse back home. Now it's the right...
Watch out for thieves.
We're going.
Oh, higher ground.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. I helped tend the crops, stand... Couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. West Side was a good place to settle down as any.
That sweetie sure is something.
Watch out for fiends.
Attention. This is now a combat zone. You may suffer harm up to and including death if you remain in the area. This note is required. Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by.
Welcome back. Good. I'm sure you were thorough.
Hello there. Welcome to the... The name's Hostetler, Don Hostetler. Now, you know, hiring isn't like I said.
The followers are always on the look for new friends.
Welcome to the New Vegas Medical. If you've got the caps, I've also got I have several basic implants available. I've also... One other thing I forgot to mention. The healthier you are, the more That's the Phoenix monocyte. The implant is very...
Like yourself.
Glad you're with us.
Watch out! When I got this assignment, I was hoping there'd be more gambling.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
We can monitor Ranger activity all through the region with the systems here. You should talk to Don't tell the truth. You have any questions? Here is way better than the mountain. You should talk to Chief. We can monitor Ranger activity all through the region up on the systems here. Hello?
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for it.
Whoa!
Hey, friend, need something?
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Ranger. In a strictly official capacity, no. However, as I am... I suppose if you... To what purpose? It's highly unlikely. Suffice to say, I'm a certified genius, and when I'm discharged from this pit of testosterone and failure, it's a simple idea. The Army offers fiscal security and generous benefits at the cost of substantial personal risk. If you perform too poorly, they'll scrub you out. Perform too well, and you get sent to the front lines. All I have to do is ride that mediocrity gradient to a cushy, do-nothing job miles away from the war.
Howdy, great to see you. They're mostly pretty nice. Poindexter showed me how to make fireworks. Raz kind of scares me sometimes, but I don't mind. He's had a hard life. Well, I was born on a farm out in California. Weren't much. Me, Ma, and Pa, my 2 sisters, and about 40 acres of corn and Brahmin. Didn't ever have no problems, really, except for some lean years. Then I joined up and got shipped out here to New Vegas. Oh, it's a fine place. The lake is real pretty, and we don't get bothered much by them Legion fellers. Well, as it turns out, we had a string of bad harvests a few years back. Pa said he couldn't afford to feed but 3 youngins or we'd starve. As the biggest one, it was my job to go join the army so's my sisters could eat, and so's we wouldn't all be killed by raiders, and Jesus would love us. It's all right, I guess. I ain't scared. I just don't like hurting folks is all. Ma always used to tell me, boy, you're the biggest and the strongest, so you mind yourself. Every day she told me that.
Glad to see you haven't gotten yourself killed yet. Not much to tell, really. I grew up in New Reno, joined up, took my shot at being a ranger, didn't make it, so I'm stuck with this crew of jokers. Gee, I don't know. Maybe because I'm saddled with the worst damn unit in the NCR Army. Think that might have something to... Yeah, I mean, no. They're okay people, but they don't care, you know? They don't have it. They're slack... Please. Camp Golf is where they shuffle off anybody they don't want anymore. Easy. This is where they send all the fuck-ups and people they don't want. But hey, it's not like I'm bitter or anything. I guess I wanted to make something of myself, you know? Be the best of the best. I wanted to be a ranger, but guess this is as close as I get.
Hello? What you want, Holmes? We don't talk too much, mostly. Poindexter's a smart-ass prick. While Hanrahan's a big pussy, ain't good for shit in a fight. And Mags? Well, Mags is cut out for something other than soldiering, you dig? Whatever. Not like I need any of them. Ain't much to tell. Grew up out west. Yeah, not many people have. Wasn't really a good place for kids, you know. What do you want to know? Whole place used to be some kind of rich bastard resort back before the war. Now the Rangers use the old resort and we grunts get to live in tents. Fucking typical. Shit, man, it was this or the Fiends. And Fiends don't last too long in the NCR. At least this way the badasses with the top shelf guns are on my side.
Hey there!
What the hell are you looking at? I don't... Wait, you've got a point. All right, fellas, let's get out of this shithole.
Going to eat the next fucking rat I see.
Have you run off those greasers? Great work. I gotta make sure this place doesn't eat itself from the inside. You know, this time I may actually need a gun with a brain. Talk to Mrs. Hostetler. She's near the Crimson Caravan. I think her daughter's making bad friends. I like your enthusiasm.
What are you doing here? He did, huh? He should really... If you're good at snooping around, then I could use... She's been frequenting this square in North Vegas, probably hanging out with streets. All right. Nope. I know she's been frequenting this square in North Vegas, probably hanging out with street scum. Folks call this East Vegas, but I don't care much for names. The East Side gets a lot of merchant and gambler traffic. We're safer here than in North Vegas or West Side. Don't get me started, stranger. We don't take kindly to eat. The Legion knows nothing of working the land. Those folks would rather pillage, burn, and steal like mad beasts. That ain't honest living. The NCR's no better. They won't burn your home and rape your daughter, sure, but they'll steal your wealth all the same, when you ain't looking. The East Side gets a lot of... The Legion knows nothing of working the land. Those... The N... What are you doing here?
What's eating you? Alice. Try the gray. Beats me why people go into that forsaken thing. At least with huts and sewers, you know they ain't crumbling on. We're in. You heard me. We don't like those stiff The NCR is just a corrupt and bloated monster no better than any other wasteland crawler. We make this land wealthy, and we ain't. They're a bunch of lunatics so pumped full of chems they don't give a damn about life anymore. Fiends rape, kill, and maim for the hell of it. Vault 3's fiend territory. Those shitheads attack West Side all the time, even making it to the rest of Outer Vegas when they crawl under the sewers. The NCR... Vault 3's... That's a long one, stranger. Let's just say I got tired of killing in the wasteland, and now I found a... Outer Vegas...
Howdy. What the fuck you want, huh? Maybe they... What? You gotta be kidding me. Fuck. Why do I always gotta fix someone else? I heard all over.
Keep an eye on your stuff, damn thieves.
Fiends don't come here no more, they say.
I heard all over. Keep an eye on your stuff, damn thieves. Can't go anywhere else.
I heard all over. You a courier? If so, this might be your lucky day. Maybe Jackson got some additional soldiers after all. Didn't take you for a trip. All right, if you're here to assist, good. I think there's trouble in Nipton. No trap. I'm sure it's... If there's anybody left, they'd be in the Nipton town hall. Legion this far west? That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... All right, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. Now I'm more on edge than ever. In Nipton? Hell no. Well, thanks for... fucking Mohawk.
Hey.
Well, now, look what... Was reminded why I left... Glad I left the outpost behind. God, there's almost nothing left. Looks like whoever it was just in the mood for killing. Most of the cargo's ash, too. Not burned, looks like disintegrated. When I heard the reports, I assumed ash meant burned. So close to the Vegas wall, too. Don't that beat all? Must have happened during the day, though. They hadn't made a camp. No idea. Maybe catch the sun in their eyes? Maybe they wanted the caravan to come to them, walk into an ambush. We should check the wagon. They may not have got everything. Whatever we find, it's yours. At least I... You know what? What happened in my caravan? One of our caravans got hit a few months back, and the caravan been burned too. I wonder if he made the same mistake, and that other caravan got hit with energy weapons too. Yeah, it's a ways though. Hell of a detour.
More energy weapons hit this caravan. Place has been picked. This is Brotherhood-level murder here. But they don't do things like that. This was done with a purpose. Let's poke around a bit, see what we can find. What's that? Looks like a map. Got the route along. They've marked another spot. Over here along this stretch. That's fucked up. Middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's not any closer than the first. So... Another caravan burned. Except someone made camp. Let's look around. Let's see what you got. That does it. That's all I need. Crimson Caravan and the Van Graffs. They were behind. I'm gonna get some extra ammo, a few bottles of whiskey, and then show them how Cassidy's settle accounts. NC. That'd take years. And with the war... All right. But if I see either one go into their camp...
You find any evidence?
What? No.
Fine then.
Are you ready to die?
McLafferty's been riding asses again. Better lay low. The Crimson Caravan's the biggest merchant outfit in the Wasteland.
Afraid I'm gonna have to search you. There, I've stored.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to
Mr.
wait until it's
Soren,
over.
please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Keep your hands where we can
Might
see
I
them.
ask for what reason? The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work. Welcome to the Silver Rush.
Get the fuck away from me. The last man who bothered me volunteered to help test our weapons.
Welcome to the Silver Rush.